Hey guys, it's me again, and it has been a few days since I've made a video, but I'm back, and I'm back at college. May have forgot to mention that in last week's video, but yeah, I'm back. College after self-isolation, got one more week and then it's Christmas, so yeah, I'm back. Yeah. And I may or may not do a what I got for Christmas, but yeah, I may not do that because people do that every year anyway, so yeah. And also the COVID-19 vaccines have been distributed this week, or started being distributed this week, so that's good. Good people, I need it, so that's good. And hopefully people will get better and it'll be good, so yeah. COVID, what are the new rules and what are the new tiers and lockdown rules in England, Scotland, Wales and Northern Ireland? Scotland has announced the latest changes to its 5-tier system of COVID restrictions. Across the UK, some restrictions will be relaxed over Christmas to allow free households to form a Christmas bubble. Sometimes we staggered with shops allowed to open from 8 AM on the 11th December, and all venues will be able to open from 6 PM. Indoor meetings allowed with up to 8 people from 3 households, up to 15 people from 5 households can meet outdoors. Barriers have been placed in lowest tier. Orkney, Shetland and Western Isles, up to 6 people from 2 households can meet. Up to 6 people from 2 households can meet outside their homes. People in all areas can meet up to 7 other people. 7 other people outdoors and a maximum of 3 households. No gatherings inside homes. Up to 6 people from 2 households can meet outdoors or at a pub or restaurant. Most hospitality venues can open. Alcohol can be served indoors with a meal till 8 PM and outdoors until 10:30 PM. Most lesser premises are closed, except gyms, cinemas, bingo halls and amusement arcades. Pubs and restaurants can open until 6 PM, but alcohol cannot be served. Leisure and entertainment venues are closed. Non-essential travel in or out of the area not allowed. Gym use is restricted. Individuals are not good. Non-essential shops, pubs, restaurants and gyms closed. Libraries and hairdressers also closed. Schools stay open at all levels. And there must also be no non-essential travel between Scotland and the rest of the UK. 2 households can form a bubble and meet in their own homes. Up to 15 people can meet to organise activities indoors, rising to 30 outdoors. Cinemas, bowling alleys, bingo halls, museums and galleries must shut. Travel through Wales is permitted and non-essential travel is allowed between Wales and Tier 1, 2 areas in England and Level 1 and 2 areas in Scotland. Restaurants and cafes cannot serve alcohol and must close at 6 PM. Takeaways of food or non-alcoholic drinks are allowed up to that time. People who you don't live with still enter your home socially unless you are in an extended household with them. Bubble with them. In place stays for the first review due by 16th of December. You can't mix indoors or in private gardens and pub gardens except for the household or bubble. You can meet in a group of up to 6 outside, including in a garden or a public place. Shops, gyms, personal care services can reopen. Pubs and bars can only open if they serve substantial meals. Alcohol can be served at that meal. Pubs and restaurants must start at 11 PM. Last orders at 10 PM. Sports can resume. Collective worship, weddings and outdoor sports can resume with restrictions, non-essential. Foreign travel allowed subject to quarantine rules. People are advised not to travel to and from Tier 3 areas. You can't mix indoors or in private gardens, pub gardens, except your household or bubble. You can meet in a group of up to 6 in outdoor spaces, such as parks, benches, or countryside. Shops, gyms, personal care services can reopen. Hospitality venues such as bars, pubs, cafes, and restaurants must stay closed except for delivery and takeaway. Spectator sports cannot resume. Indoor entertainment venues such as bowling alleys and cinemas must stay closed. People are advised not to travel to and from Tier 3 areas. The Rule of 6 will apply indoors and outdoors. Spectator sports can resume. COVID cases. Northern Ireland started a 2-week circuit breaker lockdown from midnight on Friday, the 27th November. I was in self-isolation during that time, and households cannot mix indoors in private homes except for exemptions, including bubbles in childcare. Can form a support bubble of any size with one other household. If you can't stay overnight in someone else's home unless you bubble them, non-essential shops must close. Cafes, pubs and restaurants are shut except for takeaways and deliveries which must stop by 11. All sports and leisure facilities must close. All places of worship must close except for weddings and funerals limited to 25 people. To broadcast and active worship in schools remain open. COVID in Scotland. What are the latest lockdown rules? Provided the new levels. All pubs, restaurants and cafes have been closed in local areas, although they can still serve takeaways. Levels, a maximum of 6 people from 2 households can meet together in hospitality venues, either indoors or outdoors. Not to provide the contact details. Must wear face coverings when moving around and when not eating or drinking. It is mandatory for staff to wear face coverings, and there can only be table service. The only additional restrictions is that hospitality premises have to close at 10:30 p.m. Level 2, pubs and restaurants can only serve alcohol for a meal indoors and must close by 8 p.m. Outdoors, alcohol can be consumed throughout a meal and things must close at 10:30 p.m. Level 3, premises will be allowed to open, but no alcohol can be sold and they must close at 6 p.m. People living under level 3 or 4 restrictions should not travel outside local authority or anything other than essential reasons. This rule has now become law. The exceptions include travelling for work, education, outdoor exercise, healthcare, care responsibilities, essential shopping, or visiting someone in your extended household. Then people in level 1 or 2 areas must not travel into level 3, whereas except for essential purposes. People are also being asked not to travel between Scotland and England unless the journey is essential. The Scottish Government advises against non-essential foreign travel, and people arriving from certain countries must spend 2 weeks in quarantine. Ban on visiting other households indoors and continues to apply across mainland Scotland. Possible for 6 people from 2 households to meet outside their homes. There are exemptions from the rules for those who form different households to support informal childcare arrangements. Couples who do not live together. For exemption allowing tradespeople to enter your home. Possible to meet outdoors or up to 8 people. A maximum of 6 people from 2 separate households can meet outdoors. Children under the age of 12 are exempt from limits. A number of people can gather outdoors. Households aged between 12 and 17 are allowed to meet outside with groups of up to 6 from different households, but should observe physical distancing. Police have powers to break up groups of more than 15 people meeting in houses and stop parties and student accommodation. As a period, groups of up to 3 households will be allowed to form expanded household bubbles between 23rd and 27th December. Bubbles will contain no more than 8 people over the age of 11. All non-essential shops have been closed in local areas. Stores have opened level 3 and below. Previously been asked to introduce 2-metre physical distancing rules. Measures such as one-way systems in supermarkets. The use of face coverings are now mandatory in indoor communal settings such as staff canteens and corridors and workplaces. Face coverings are also compulsory in shops and buses, trains, trams, planes and taxis. People are also being advised not to sell a vehicle. So there's no other option. The advice is to keep windows open, wear face covering and sit as far apart as possible. Places of worship can open with restricted numbers up to 50 people. Schools will remain open on all levels, but junior secondary school pupils in level 3 and 4 areas must now wear face coverings in class. Colleges and universities must use mental learning. Lessons can take place up to 3, but not level 4. Services that include close contact can operate include hairdressers, barbers, hair removal, massage therapists, photography. Indoor sports facilities, including gym and leisure centres, have to close, but outdoor gyms can stay open. You can meet other people outdoors for informal exercise or sport. Day accommodation is closed. Essential shops can remain open on outdoor retail. Click and collect online sense. by indoor visitor attractions or less entertainment premises, including cinemas, must be closed, along with public buildings such as the library. Shops, visitor attractions, libraries, hairdressers, barbers, beauticians will remain open. However, soft play, fun fairs, snooker, pool halls, indoor bowling lanes, casinos will remain closed. Outdoor live events are banned. Contact sports and training for those aged over 18. 18 and over have been suspended. Gyms can remain open for individual exercise. Indoor group exercise activities are not allowed. Samsung 2018. Cinemas, bingo halls, amusement arcades are allowed to remain open. Stadiums are closed. Driving events are allowed. All sport is allowed. Soft play, fun fairs, snooker, pool, ball halls, indoor bowling alleys, casinos, music venues are to reopen. Theatres are able to reopen, but nightclubs must remain closed. Stadiums can reopen for restricted numbers. Small indoor. The rules will be relaxed from 23rd and 27th December to allow people to travel in the UK from the one Christmas bubble. Bubble can gather in private home, doors, open a window, and as much closer as possible, keep 2 metres away. Wash hands frequently, regularly clean, touch points. Cutlery, people should not mix with other households elsewhere. Stay within your household. Be lax on 23rd to 27th December if you're using public transport. Face covering. Turn home and sold. Turn to. Take time to think about forming a bubble, weigh the risks. Everyone must isolate. To across the UK, people will be allowed to form bubbles of 3 households over a 5-day period. 23rd to 27th December to 3 households. One can mix indoors, stay overnight. Northern Ireland is a window of 22nd to 28th December. 6 will not be able to mix with 2 households on Christmas Day and 2 other ones on Boxing Day. In England, they form support bubble with another household. Counts as 1. Of isolating to not join a Christmas bubble. Government has warned there will not be extra public transport. You will not be allowed to go for Christmas bubbles or hospitality settings. You can meet people outside your Christmas bubble. Squat or social distancing can be set up in venues allowed to open. Not extend to cover New Year's celebrations. Teenage parents who live apart are allowed to be part of 2 separate Christmas bubbles. And more grown-up children are not in university. Told not to take part in Christmas bubbles. And assumed. And March, schools remain open. Schools will be up to 5 days between 23rd and 27th December to let families celebrate together. With 8 people to 12 will not count. Cut off for friends and family. 1, you can't start with a different household. 2, bubble can join souls. December, when England leads lockdown and tier system, support bubble. December, good bubble. Other two households and size can form, meet down hands gardens. People who live on their own or in a household, 2 metres apart, and stay overnight. Souls size can form a support bubble, your group of class bubble. So, yeah, that's all I have to say. So, bye.